Thank you for tuning in. I'm Bill Potter with the WJTS News. One new COVID-19 related death and 42 new cases were reported in Dubois County on Thursday. According to the Indiana State Department of Health, Dubois County now has 30 deaths. The IDSH dashboard shows that the county's 7-day rolling average for all positive tests is 13.0%. To see a breakdown of county COVID-19 cases, including a breakout of age groups, and for more information, visit coronavirus.in.gov. And remember, the best way to protect yourself and others around you is by practicing social distancing, washing your hands frequently with soap and water, and avoid large crowds. Also, wear a mask in public. And a reminder that Spencer County is still code red. State health and hospital leaders are warning that Indiana could be facing months more of surging coronavirus infections that have already started to overwhelm hospitals. Hospital executives said Wednesday that some hospitals are postponing outpatient surgeries and screenings so staffers can be reassigned to handle the steep increase in coronavirus patients. An IU health official says the challenge could continue for months. The state has seen a 60% increase in COVID-19 hospitalizations in just 2 weeks, and nearly a quarter of Indiana's counties are listed in the high-risk category of coronavirus spread. Indiana has recorded 322 virus-related deaths in the past week alone. And Indiana officials say keep Thanksgiving small or stay outside or online if you want to visit Grandma. The State Department of Health is out with its recommendations for the holidays. State Health Commissioner Dr. Christina Bach says people between 18 and 30 are driving Indiana's spike in coronavirus positives. But it is older people who are ending up in the hospital with the virus. Bach said younger people in particular need to be responsible and make safety a priority for Thanksgiving and the rest of the holiday season. Meanwhile, neighboring Kentucky is putting new restrictions in an effort to slow the spread of COVID-19. Governor Andy Beshear announced Wednesday that bars and restaurants will only be allowed to offer outdoor dining, delivery, and takeout starting Friday evening. Indoor social gatherings will be limited to just 2 households or a maximum of 8 people. Gyms and pools will also be limited to operating at 33% capacity. The restrictions are expected to be on the books in Kentucky through December 13th. Republican legislative leaders say Indiana lawmakers won't be making or taking quick action to undercut public health orders that Governor Eric Holcomb has issued over the past 9 months of the coronavirus pandemic. The Republican governor's use of executive orders have faced complaints from many conservatives. 2 Republican House members didn't wear masks during the legislature's largely ceremonial Organization Day session. Republican Senate President Pro Tem Roderick Bray said he expected lawmakers to debate changes to the governor's emergency powers once the full legislative session begins in January, but he did not expect specific changes to Holcomb's executive orders. Folks are already decorating for Christmas, and if you notice a light strand not working, the Dubois County Solid Waste District is ready to help. Residents can recycle their old light strands at the Dubois County Solid Waste District Process Center and at the Rural King in Jasper during their regular business hours between Friday, November 20th and Friday, January 15th. Cardboard boxes will be provided outside Rural King's entrance. Residents are asked to put their light strands inside the barrel without any bags or packaging. The program only accepts strands of electric lights. Rigid frames, including yard shapes, will not be accepted. This recycling program is in cooperation with the Jasper Salvage, Jasper Rural King, and the Dubois County Solid Waste District. The District Process Center is located at 1103 South 350 West in Jasper. Business hours at the center are from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Monday through Friday. For more information, call the Process Center at 812-482-7865, 482-7865, or check out their Facebook page. This is a popular event, and over 1,000 pounds of old Christmas lights were recycled in Dubois County last year. And speaking of the Dubois County Solid Waste District, they are reminding residents about special paint fees. Latex paint recycling fees are half price through the end of November at the Process Center. Latex paint fees are $1 per gallon container, and smaller containers are $2 for $1. Only latex or water-based paint fees are half price. Oil-based paints and stains are accepted for $2 per container. Latex paint fees will go back up to $2 per gallon container in December. Residents are asked to separate their containers before heading to the process center for the discount. A good way to determine the paint type is that latex, water-based paints will say soap and water cleanup. Oil-based paints and stains will say clean up with mineral spirits. Don't mix paints together and keep paint in its original container. These prices are for Dubois County residents only. Any business or organization that has paint that needs to be disposed of or recycled needs to contact the process center for proper disposal information. Face coverings are required while on site, and residents should be able to unload their own items. The district's process center, again, is located at 1103 South 350 West. That's just outside of Jasper. Regular hours are 8 to 1, Monday through Friday. And again, for more information, call the office at 812-482-7865. You can visit DuboisCountyRecycles.org for more information. The process center will be closed on Thursday, November 26th, and Friday, November 27th for the Thanksgiving holiday. The center is offering extended hours on Tuesday, November 24th, and will be open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Again, please call the process center at 812-482-7865, 482-7865, or visit DuboisCountyRecycles.org or their Facebook page. The Indiana Republican who's been pushing marijuana at the state capitol for years thinks this may be the year. State Rep Jim Lucas from Seymour says legal marijuana saw big wins on the ballot in New Jersey and Arizona this month, so he hopes Indiana is the next state. Lucas is once again out with his plan to either create a medical marijuana program or decriminalize small amounts of pot. A number of Democrats at the state capitol support Lucas's ideas, but he's not been able to find enough Republican support in years past. The U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Indiana, Josh Minkler, is resigning and plans to take a job with a private law firm in the Indianapolis area. Minkler announced Wednesday that he will step down as U.S. Attorney on Saturday, after which First Assistant U.S. Attorney John Childress will become the Southern District of Indiana's acting U.S. Attorney. Minkler has been a federal prosecutor with the Southern District since 1994. He was appointed by President Donald Trump to the U.S. Attorney post in 2017 and confirmed by the U.S. Senate. He was previously the interim U.S. Attorney based in Indianapolis since June of 2015. Now stay tuned. Weather and sports are still to come on 18 WJTS News.